Hi everyone, I am Carolina Toledano Galicia. I'm a student at the Instituto Tecnológico Nacional de México, Campus Cuautla. I'm currently studying the eighth semester of the Computer System Engineering degree. In this video, I will tell about Grafana. Grafana is a powerful and flexible tool for visualizing and analyzing data, facilitating monitoring and making informed decisions in business and development environments. Grafana is cross-platform without any dependence and can also be deployed with Docker. It is written in Go language and has a complete HTTP API. For example, we shares in the rules for Grafana. Sorry. To get an idea of what it is, then we can see in the image that Grafana is based on visualization, which represents the data in a way that the client knows what is happening. Um, Console, visualize, create alerts, understand your data no matter where it is stored. There are the famous dashboards that anyone can use, among other things. Before we begin, an important point of this challenge on observability. Observability is crucial to understanding and maintaining modern systems, but face several challenges related to complexity, data volume, diversity of data source, cost, scalability, data contextualization, problem detection, and organizational culture. Addressing this challenge requires a comprehensive approach that combines technology, process, and organizational culture. Now, since we know a little about Grafana, let's get to the product demo. We have Grafana Cloud, which adapts to your needs since we are new to this. Previously, they provide us with an email and a password with which we are going to enter as the default login is already in place. Grafana Cloud automatically load us. This is the beginning of Grafana, where it shows us the dashboards that we had created during the course. Likewise, in its drop-down menu, it shows us home, start, dashboard, explore, alert, testing, infrastructure, application frontend, connections, apps, and administration. Each one has a different use. We will go to the dashboard part. I will show you the last two that we made. One is Kitchen Ops Challenge, and the other is Locking NG ANX Service Mesh JSON version, but we're import. Let's look at the Kitchen Ops Challenge. This is the final way in which we see the dashboard, but the way to import it was the following. We add a new dashboard. We have three options. The first one is start your new dashboard with adding a visualization. The second one is add a library panel. And the third one is import a dashboard. We choose the import a dashboard option, and it will ask for a while which we can download a JSON file for GitHub, or it can be through the ID. For example, in this part, I have the ID. We finish the configuration. So we load the data, in this part import, and ready the panel appears. In this case, I showed you the one is already have. Now, what we do is shape it in such a way that the data can be understood. You can move the panels. Um, for example, edit them and give them there. On format, we can change the title, for example, color, and so on. We can save the change or discard. So that it finally shows of a little the one is customized. The dashboard shows us the temperature of the oven, stove, and grill, the consistency of food preparation times, among other things. Another part that we should know about Grafana are the data source found in the part of connection data source. What we used the most was Prometheus, Tempo, and Loki. The first is Prometheus. Prometheus is an open code monitoring and alerting system designed to record system and application metrics. Next up is Tempo. Tempo is an open source tracing system designed to be highly scalable and efficient in distributed environments. And finally is Loki. Loki, which instead of storing records centrally use and distributed storage model that allows users to query and view records efficiently. Loki integrates well with Prometheus, allowing metrics and logs to be correlated for the peer analysis of application and system issues. The three form a set of tools for monitoring and observability of application and systems in the cloud, providing capabilities for collecting, storing, querying, and displaying metrics, logs, and traces in an efficient and scalable manner. In Grafana, we have the local part, for then we had to install Docker, which help which helps us create containers that make configuration easier. We also the part of Grafana.com, which is the administrate part where we add passwords and IDs for the configurations of the files. For the local part to work, we also use Visual Studio Code, where we can edit the files in case of connect access. And the open local Grafana, we must first generate our containers on Docker or Visual itself with the Docker compose O command. Now we go to the browse where we are going to write localhost 3000. We wait for to load and see that it looks like Grafana Cloud, unlike one that lost completely from the cloud and the other directly consumes the resource of the computer where we are working. Let's see that we have several dashboards. Some are loading because Docker is still working. For example, we can see the CPU, RAM use, what use, memory basic, and we change the time for 1 hour, 3 hours. It depends. In the explore part, we will do queries. Queries in Grafana are used to extract data from configured data sources and display them in visualization panels. Queries are essential to obtain the necessary information and represent it in a meaningful way in the graphs, tables, or other types of dashboard available in Grafana. They are a collection of temporary data in analytics can be done in real time. In the following example, we do the following. Um, okay. We select tempo and we write the following. Now we load the query. We see the panel in this document where in the following example we will do the following. We select tempo. We write the following. Resource, service name, medical server, and we load the query. So now we another tab with sleep in which we are going to select one of all traces ID uh, that appear and we're going to click since the data is shown. You just display another graph, for example, in this part, and you will see a type of graph that is the way it represents us. We have other examples in where we see other data. For example, in correlation between halting signals, we write histogram coil 0.85. So in this one, second one, we use Prometheus, Loki, and Tempo that are three data sources and create the new explore in Prometheus, Tempo, and finally Tempo correlation and Loki correlation. Finally, Grafana is a fundamental tool in the field of monitoring and observability of systems, services, and applications. It offers a number of features and capabilities that make it a popular and powerful choice for a wide range of users, from DevOps teams to system administration and developers. With its flexibility, customizability, and rich feature set, Grafana has become a leading choice in the field of observability and system monitoring.